Lifeskills Show, providing real life solutions for real life issues with a twist of hope. It's the Hope Show, helping others prevail every day. Hope Squad, DJ Billy, S.H.E.Moment, no last name, aka She, and the Hope Coach, Ted.
Hello everybody, I'm Ashley, okay, Sade. I enjoy watching the Hope Show because it simply motivates me of my everyday life. Even when I want to give up, when I come to you guys and I watch it, it motivates me to keep pushing. No matter how hard I want to stop, I keep pushing. Because y'all motivate me to be better and want to be better.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Zion, the voice, right here on the Hope Show. Look, my boy DJ the Millie, he's in there. He getting some things situated, but I just wanted to stop in and just introduce the Hope Show with my girl, none other than Aisha and the Hope Coach. But S.H.E.Moment, no last name. Let's bring her on in, y'all, and let her tell you what it do. Let's go.
Hey, Hope family. How y'all doing today? Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is having a hope-filled week. Ready for your weekly dose of hope. I am S.H.E.Moment. Thank y'all so much for tuning in here. DJ somewhere back there. Y'all seen the Hope Coach. Y'all seen production. Y'all just seen a lot today. So just bear with us. It's a lot going on. But we here. Of course, we're going to give y'all weekly dose of hope. Let's kick this thing off. Hit that heart. Hit the hearts. Hit the likes. Go ahead, give us the hearts, give us the likes. Let us know how you're feeling. Drop it in the comments where you are tuning in from. I am by way of Decatur/Chicago. And most importantly, sorry, felt like someone was calling me. At any rate, do what your platform says. If it says follow, go ahead and follow. If it says subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Whatever your platform says, go ahead and do that. Go ahead so we can get into this show. Most importantly, before you do all of that, drop it in the comments. Tag somebody, your mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, daddy, uncle. Anybody everywhere needs a dose of hope. So tag it, and share. Make sure y'all share because everybody needs some hope. So let's get into this thing. We're going to bring in somebody, the Hope Coach, DJ, anybody. Let's go. Get this thing started.
What's up? You just stepped into the neighborhood with the Hope Show. Welcome to the neighborhood where we help others prevail each and every single day. Every day, baby. Pull up a chair and let me talk to you. Don't you be going through some things that got you feeling like ceiling. This is your place of transformation and revealing. Just in your ground. I got a feeling. Your life is about to be transformed by the transformational coach. And check it out, you just been on. So grab your pen up in your pad and take your notes to the assignment given by the Hope Coach. It's about to go down. Your life about to shift with these words of wisdom and inspiration, taking you up on the elevation. Just like an elevator, tell your problems bye. See you later. Cause it's about to be transformation in the Hope Coach Show. It's about to be transformation in the Hope Show. So welcome to the neighborhood, baby. We got the Hope Coach in the building, helping you to transform your lives. help you to deal with conflict and resolution. Matter of fact, before we get started, let's adjust your crown. Is you a king? You a queen? Oh, coach, you ready? Welcome to the neighborhood. Let's go.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of The Hope Show. Hey, DJ The Millie. I don't know if he's not talking to us today or what, y'all. We don't know. But anyway, oh, that smile. Look at that smile, y'all. Don't his smile just cause a shift? You know, this on the song it says, is you a king, is you a queen? Sometimes we have to adjust our crown. And right now, y'all, for me, the Millie smile is adjusting my crown. Sometimes you need somebody to give you a lift, to give you a shift. So go ahead, Millie. Come on, what you got for us today? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We're having some technical issues. Millie, you're muted. If you can hear us, we can't hear you. Well, I don't know. Hopefully we'll be able to work that out. I just want to go ahead and say welcome to this week's episode of The Hope Show. Hey, She, how you doing over there? Looking as the old folks would say, you're looking good, girl. Looking good. They put the emphasis on good because I mean it's like it's real good to them. This is the Hope Show. The Hope Show is a faith-based life skills show where we help others prevail every single day, and we are excited to have you here. We are rooted in Hebrews 11:1, where it talks about now faith is the evidence of things not seen but hoped for. So all this year we're asking you, what are you hoping for? What is your greatest hope for 2022? We want you to know that it is possible. Listen, anything is possible with God. Is there nothing that our God can't do? You don't have to climb up the mountain because he can move the mountain. He can cause the sun to shine in the midst of a storm. How many times do you see the rainbow right in the middle of the storm, just reminding you that the storms don't last always? So we want to say hello to our Facebook family, hello to our YouTube family, hello to our TikTok by way of Facebook family, hello to our Twitter family, hello to our Winning in Prayer family who watches us in delay over on Roku TV. And this week we want to say hello to a new family, our Twitch family. So if this is the first time you're watching via Twitch, we want to say hello because we are there. You know, I don't know about you. Maybe it only happened to me. But have you just ever had one of those days where you be like, I know what the Hope Coach say, all days are good, some are just better. But today, I don't know how I'm going to make it. But then I have to remind myself that I'm going to make it because of who God is. So perhaps you're out there and you're not in the best space right now. And you're going through things, you know, we just want to encourage you today to know that even in the midst of the storm, in the midst of high gas prices, in the midst of the brokenness, in the midst of the loneliness, in the midst of the grief, in the midst of whatever it is you're going through, God is right there with you. You are not alone. You will make it. You will prevail because that's what it's all about, prevailing. You know, never said it was going to be easy, but it is possible. So we're going to see if Millie we're going to give him a moment or two. Right now is a good place. I don't know. S.H.E.Moment may have said it and I may not have heard it because was kind of having some issues. But right here is a good place to go tag your mama, daddy, brother, sister, uncle, cousin, little cousin, daddy, zaddy, boo, enemy, frenemy, whomever you need to know that they can use a dose of hope. Want to just say hello. Y'all, we're trying a new system out today. So we're experiencing some technical issues because we're experiencing a new issue. But right now, I just want to go and see who's all in the comments. We want to say hello to Miss Nita Thomas. Wild Bling is in the house. Wild Bling, go ahead and drop your information
Go
there.
ahead, Wild Bling. Drop that in, Wild Bling, in them comments for us.
Okay, so we can hear DJ Millie, but we can't see him. We got, there you go. Come on, are you there? Is you or is you not?
They spoke a word. I had to pray to the God up above because it was really irritating me. What's up, y'all? It's your boy DJ the Millie. Coming to you live out of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Look, y'all, it ain't start off good, but it's going to end great. You better believe it.
Absolutely.
Let's get this show started, man. Everybody to introduce themselves already. Here I am, DJ the Millie. Whew, it's been a struggle. But in them comments, I seen Miss K Moore in them comments. She said, look at that handsome young man. I agree with you 100%. I agree. Go ahead.
Okay, so hello, Kay Moore. That's my sis. We got Jackie Kyle in the house representing Tennessee. That's my fam. Hello, Helen Ray. Helen Ray, we just love you. You know, you have become one of our loyal Hope Fam members, and we just love you, Helen Ray. Thank you for being here today. We got Renee Houston. That's my cousin from Monroe in the house. We got Sprinkler Glam 45. From here on out until whenever you see Sprinkler Glam, you're going to see 45 because she's doing her brand relaunch. I believe she'll be here on the Hope Show. Whatever that Saturday is, Sprinkler Glam going to be in the house. Let's see who else we got here. We have DJ the Millie here talking about how handsome he is. He here. S.H.E.Moment. And of course, I am Tan Tate. I am a certified master life coach, the Hope and Conflict Transformation Coach. And we are getting ready to start off our show, kick it off. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to be back on the other side of the break with some hot topics for you today. It's about to get hot up in here.
Running the streets, in the pen. Tell them how far we've come. Let's let them know. Reflecting on my life, I look back, I'm so grateful. Not knowing God had purpose for me, yes, He's so faithful. Kept the shield of protection around me like Wakanda. Many times I should have been dead, gone on that vodka. Mix that up with a blunt or two, can't even see straight. Flying down, wandering, headed for Hell's Gate. So many accidents, I walked away, scratch free. Can't believe He always had angels around me. I'm just saying, trying to tell you, you can't make me doubt Him. My whole life's a testimony about Him. Don't waste your breath trying to tell me Jesus ain't real, or the Bible is a figment of a man.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna just kick this off then, since the last thing that showed. Well, don't you want to say something about Fitz? Okay, y'all. So Fitz is the gospel show that is coming. It's a spinoff from the Gospel Flow radio show. It is featuring Pastor Urgency and Jay Speaks the Poet. That will be dropping soon. So look forward to that, guys. It is definitely coming, and more to HPTV on Roku. So if you don't have your Roku device, you might want to get it before we drop. Go ahead and download us and be ready. It's so much coming from HPTV. The next clip that you saw was the hot topics. With that being said, if you are new here and you are not sure what the hot topics is, it's basically a subject or two that is trending around the world that we bring to you, and we give it to you straight, no filter, with a twist of hope. With that being said, we're going to announce this week's or today's episode of Hot Topics. And for me, this is something that is very much, it was a tragic situation this week. Normally, I try to keep it, light. But I don't know if everybody saw the young man that fell from the ride at the amusement park in Florida. You guys familiar? Is anybody there?
Yeah, I saw a little bit about it. About him falling from the ride in Florida. They were. He was on one of those rides where he buckled up this.
Yes, with the harness.
Yeah.
And
in the picture, it shows that it wasn't really down.
yes. So he was 14 years old. I actually forgot his name. I'm sorry, but I'm looking it up right now. He was 14 years old. He was on spring break on a vacation with his friend's family. So his parents were not there with him. From what I understand, he was denied to be on some of the other rides in the park. However, I guess, I don't know if he told this to this operator of this specific ride. However, they allowed him to get on this ride. He was at least, I think they said 300 some odd pounds. He was 14 years old, but he was a bigger kid. So in clips and videos that you see going around on the internet, it doesn't look like his harness is pushed all the way down, and maybe he shouldn't have been allowed to go on the ride if his size was not feasible for the ride. Definitely, I feel like some checks should have been made or not have made. I'm not sure. But in the clip, it doesn't look like it was. And so once the ride went up, it was stated that the young man began to feel uneasy as it was getting ready to come back down. He looked to his friends and told them if he didn't make it off the ride, to tell his parents that he loved them. And as it kind of got like middle ways down, like when it does that fast drop and then it drops middle way, he flew off of the ride. So there's clips out there showing him falling from the ride. It's definitely viewer discretion. So look at it if you want to, don't if you don't. But a lot of people were saying, he was peer pressured into the ride. He should have asked to get off. He shouldn't have got on that ride. Me personally, I just feel like a 14-year-old kid on a trip with, family and friends, you want to have fun. Probably never been to Florida or, just out of school, wanted to have fun doing something. So he got on the ride. Maybe, I don't know if he checked himself to see if it was secure. I don't know if the attendant checked to see if he was secure. But at some point, he was not secure. Of course, the accident did end up with him passing away. And just a lot of speculation and commentary about it. So it's definitely something tragic. But as parents, I would just say, talk to your kids, especially if they are not with you and, anything is possible. Kids' size, kids' weight, and let them know, it's okay not to do something if they don't want to. Like I said, I'm not saying the young man was at fault. I'm not saying the operator was at fault. I'm not sure who or what. But specifically, I just feel like all in all, especially when we allow our kids to go places without us, to have those conversations. DJ, Hope Coach, y'all want to chime in?
Okay, I don't know about. It's interesting. It's an interesting story of what happened, how it happened. I definitely will blame the park and the operator for everything that happened within that ride, because they should have definitely checked the seat to make sure that it was working properly and that he was definitely tied down. Because for him to fly out of that seat, that seat was not checked, or there was a malfunction with the seat. Pressure or not, no matter who put him on the ride or how he got on there, before that ride went up, his seat should have been checked, and they should have made sure that he was able to get in there and ride that ride safely. So, all in all, it's the operator's fault, the park's fault for not taking care of business like they're supposed to.
Right. Just on behalf of the Hope Show, I first just want to offer condolences to the family of the young man. This is my first time hearing about the story. So immediately I stepped into that mom who has lost her child role. It's not a role, it's a real life. So my heart goes out to the family. And it kind of reminded me about, and I know Jackie Cowell is here. And so And I don't know the full story, but I just want to have this message for parents because eventually we're going to get to the real story. I believe Aisha said that the young man was traveling with a friend of his. So, message to parents. Sometimes we got to be more in tune with what our kids are doing. This resulted in the death of a 14-year-old. And we always like to twist it with our element of hope, helping others prevail every day. Our youth is dying in so many tragic ways daily, it seems. I mentioned Jackie Cow because although I don't know the full story, but I know that she had, if I'm not mistaken, her daughter may be 13 or 14 as well, a young teenager who had become a victim to, um, I don't know what the proper terminology is, so I'm going to try to say it as clean as I possibly can, to manipulation from adults, from male adults. So, over the internet, she met an older man who began to do things, just via the internet. But because her mom was in tune, she was able to intervene and prevent something tragic from happening. So you say, well, Hope Coach, how can we tie all this together? Like DJ mentioned, there's going to be accountability for the young man who was at the park. Um, because ultimately it's the park's responsibility to make sure he's safe on the ride. Ultimately, as parents, it's our responsibility to make sure that our children are safe. Our kids don't always do everything they're supposed to do. His parents could have had a talk with him, encouraging him to make sure you follow the guidelines. So we just want to encourage you, parents. This is a good opportunity to talk to your children about guidelines, the safety nets that you put in place, whether it's over the internet, whether it's at a park, whether it's at school, regardless to where they're at. We're encouraging you to have conversations with your children this week about safeguards, and then inspect what you expect. If you expect your children not to be doing things over the internet, go in and check the search feature. Check and see who they're communicating with. I know sometimes my generation be like, well, we just like Facebook, right? Research says that a certain generation like Facebook, certain generation like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever. But as parents, if you have young children who are connected to these social media apps, you need to go ahead and create an account so that you can be in tune with what your children are doing through social media, through the internet. They could be perhaps partaking in bullying somebody at school on social media. They could be taken advantage of on social media. We want to reduce the amount of casualties. Again, our hearts go out to the young man who was in Florida, who lost his life on a ride, something that was designed to be fun. So I just want to encourage, everybody will come back with their closing thoughts because it's hot topic. So what's hot right now? Somebody lost their life. Children are being taken advantage of over on the internet. So we got to make sure. And if I'm not mistaken, just bits and pieces of this story, I believe that Jackie had to assume the role of her daughter because the police was contacted. And based on how she tells the story, it was truly earth shaking, the things that this individual was saying and wanting to do to her minor daughter. And she knows this because partnering up with the local authorities, she became her daughter on the internet. So, parents, talk to your children, reinforce the safeguards that you have while they are at home and while they are away from home. So, those are my final thoughts. Aisha, great topic. Thank you for bringing that.
Yes, ma'am. DJ, final thought.
I mean, everything the Hope Coach said, I believe, I back that 100%. I mean, because it's a world of many things out here. A lot of things, kids, minors, even adults can get into that just may not be as safe as it should be, or that you want it to be, or that you imagine for it to be. So again, I mean, you just got to be careful out here. But that's about it for me.
Well, just to wrap it up in my final closing, I definitely agree with what the Hope Coach said. Be in your kids' business. As much as we want to not be the overbearing parent in some situations, sometimes it's better to be in their business than to not be in their business and not know what's going on, and then something crazy or something maybe we could have prevented by intervening happens. So all in all, being kids' business sometimes is definitely necessary.
Absolutely. And we'll be back after this break.
Hello, my name is Kim, also known as K Moore, Kim the Messenger of Rap, and I'm one of the hosts of the Gospel Flow radio show. But today I want to talk about another show that I really love. It's called The Hope Show. And that's every Saturday at 5:35 p.m. Central Standard Time. My sis Tanya Tate, my sis S.H.E.Moment, no last name, and my brother DJ the Millie. They're over there tackling subjects that some people don't even want to touch. They're inviting guests to come and share testimonies. They're having giveaways with prizes. They're letting the audience chime in about different topics. And they're covering things that you would really want to come and listen to for yourself. And I guarantee you're going to be helped, because hope stands for helping others prevail every day. And how can we prevail if we're not facing the things that we're going through in life? So come get your daily dose of hope, your weekly dose, every Saturday, 5:35 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the Hope Show gets you in the game, and they stay on the winning team.
Amen. Look, I feel like I was in, me too. I feel like I was in church after hearing that from K Moore, y'all. You know, she's an evangelist, so you know she always gonna be speaking that anointed word. But if you haven't seen, or if you don't know, that's our Be Like campaign. So right now in this moment, we're asking you to be like K Moore. Make sure you connect with the Hope Show. Come and watch and see what's going on at the Hope Show. And if you have not sent in your Be Like video, please go ahead and submit your videos. You can DM them to me, submit your videos, and we'd love to have you a part of the campaign. So I think right here, we're going to introduce something new. So we need you guys to get ready with your fast fingers. I believe it's called Mad Hope Saturday.
No. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, Mad Hope Saturday. What you got Mad Hope for?
Right. Okay. So that's all you was gonna tell me?
I want you to say the name right.
Okay, I'm sorry. So y'all, we introducing Mad Hope Saturday. What you got Mad Hope for? And to kick off this segment, we're gonna start off with a video. So we'll be back after this video. But before we do that, Aisha, what do they need to be doing?
Get ready with your mad faces. Hold steady with your mad faces. Get ready, and we're going to tell you what to do in just a moment.
Okay. So right after this video, we'll be back and tell you what to do.
What's happening, y'all? Look, I got a message to share. I ain't saying that I'm the world's greatest singer, but I got a message. So if you hear the message, if it resonates with you, just share it. Leave a heart in the comment, thumbs up, an emoji. And if you don't like it, just keep scrolling. Alright, let's go. Do you remember the love that we once had? The other day I was driving when I got a notification from hell asking me, do I remember? Do I remember how I used to feel in the middle of those sexual escapades? Do I remember, like Michael Jackson, you give me butterflies? Do you remember brown skin softly touching yours? Yeah, I remember. But I also remember the nights where I paced the floor because the pain was too much. The times I felt suffocated. Where I walked around medicated on lust just to deal with my inner pain, wondering like Tony Braxton, will I ever breathe again? But my soul cried out, how can I ease the pain, Fisher? And I remember one day sitting on the sofa, how Christ came in as my deliverer. So picture. I remember, but it only served as my testimony, how I made it out the dark. 'Cause I remember when I almost lost my mind. And how now I can stand in the sunshine like the Clark sisters. And how it is written that I overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of my testimony. Now remember that. Roger that.
I love that.
Me too.
And what happened was, Aisha came up with the Mad Hope, what you have Mad Hope for Saturday. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm not saying the name. Okay. So I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw this and I was like, man, that kind of gave me mad hope, because in case you may have missed some of the pieces, she said that she received a notification from hell. So the enemy was trying to remind her of her past, trying to keep her in a space where it was not always the best space to be in. But while she was remembering, when she received the notification, she was able to show up with mad hope. So if you haven't already, if you can start giving us the mad faces, because we got mad hope. Because when the enemy tries to make you remember those things that would cause you to feel bad, to feel ashamed, to feel hurt, we want you to remember what God has done for you too. So get some mad hope about what it is that memory may be, what it is that you're asking God to do, what it is you're believing God for. So what is it that you have mad hope for? So you guys can drop it in the chat, what you got mad hope for. Right now, y'all, I got mad hope that my back stopped hurting, because I am in excruciating pain. So if I'm going to have mad hope for it, I got to begin to say, I'm holding well. I'm holding well. I'm holding well. So that's what I got mad hope for. So let me go over here and put in what I got mad hope for. So what is it that you got mad hope for? Go ahead, Aisha Charmaine, no last name.
While she doing that, y'all, keep hitting that mad face. Mad face. If you on a different platform and you don't have the mad face, drop the mad faces in the comment. We want to know what y'all got mad hope for. Drop the mad faces in the comment. Let us know what y'all got mad hope for. For me, Aisha Charmaine, no last name, aka she. I just got mad hope for, let's see, this week, traveling grace, more smiles, just an overall happier, I don't know, just a lot of happiness and joy. Just a lot of things coming, a lot of things, going on. And I just want all the people that are surrounding me, all the people that are dealing with things, just to be good, be happy, and just enjoy life. It's so much, negative things and ill things happening. I got mad hope for the happiness of the world, the atmosphere of the world, the changing of the world. Mad hope.
It.
Drop
Love
it in.
It. So remember, in the comments, like I just dropped in the comments, I got mad hope for healing. Aisha got mad hope for the world right now. She just wants happier, healthier, more smiles, more love, more peace, more joy. Zion the Voice, who was the poet in that video clip, who's also our amazing producer behind the stage, she had mad hope for remembering, and sometimes that's what you got to do. When those thoughts come in you, when you get a notification from hell, you got to be able to also remember what it was like when you got your deliverance, when you got your freedom, when you got your healing, and you got your wholesome. I see somebody said they got mad hope for restoration for their family, and I keep giving us the mad hope. emojis. If you can keep dropping the mad hope emojis. Okay. Dan Stewart, no, good question. She said, why does it have to be mad though? In this particular phase, mad means good. Mad doesn't, it's not the literal word mad, it's we're using it figuratively. Because usually when people get mad, they do things, they show emotions, they be ready to kind of tear it up. So we're putting a twist on it. We want you to have mad hope for whatever it is that you are believing God for. So that's why it's got to be mad. Don't think about it in the negative way, but think about it in the energetic way. Sometimes, when you, like I said, sometimes madness fuels you for where you're going. Sometimes you be like, you know what? I'm mad about not achieving this goal. Now I'm gonna do everything I need to do to make sure I achieve this goal. So although we're using the term mad hope, we're kind of using it in slang, saying, be bold about it, be courageous about it, be confident about it, be happy about it. Like right now, I said I got mad hope for my healing. And look, I'm already kind of feeling energetic. I'm kind of moving around, whereas before I was kind of sitting kind of still and stiff. But since my mad hope done been activated, my mad hope for healing, I'm on the move. I received my healing. I see somebody else say they got mad hope for my family, for my healing. Y'all, let's collectively have mad hope for Jackie and her family and her daughter and what they're going through. Because the journey just now begins, because anytime you get in the legal system, you got to go through the process. We want to have mad hope for the young man who lost his life, mad hope for his family, mad hope for anybody that's going through. Thank you, Dance to It Now. Thank you. I'm going to have to make sure I follow you after the broadcast. So mad hope, y'all. Can somebody we're going to do one more round of the mad emojis. Because, hey, we serving the enemy notice that we mad about the things that he's done to our families. We's mad about the things that he has stolen from us. We mad about the depression. We mad about the suicide. We mad about the early deaths. We're mad about people not living their purpose. We mad about people being fearful. It's time to take back everything the enemy has ever stolen, or we may have given. Because sometimes we give place to the enemy. But we want you to have mad hope about it. Anything else, S.H.E.Moment, that I may have missed?
No, ma'am. You are wonderful.
All right. We'll be back after these breaks. And when we come back, get ready for your S.H.E. Moment.
Oh, oh, oh. I'll wait. Until you come. Ooh, got it bumping.
I don't know where you are, but I can feel you getting closer. Kinda like a gun up in the hip poster. Picture your smile, your swag and your mannerisms. Us together like God's algorithm. Beautiful mind defined by the Father's will. Inseparable like Natalie Cole, Jada and Will. Moving up like Georgie and Wheezy. Our prayer life so oily, you could call it greasy. Christ the center of our union like David and Tamala Man. And even when life it gets ham, we depend on God's plan. United we stand, can't wait for the day to take your hand. Exchange vows and take your last name, while our covenant is covered underneath the blood stain. But Jesus is the foundation of our family, building kingdom dynasty. For Christ we build a legacy.
Oh, oh, oh. I'll wait.
Hey, all right. And so, I just want to address this comment from Dance to It now. It says that I'm depressed. This is a bad time for all of us. Well, we just want you to know that we're covering you um, and praying for you. And we want you to know that it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to not get the help that you need. So if you need some resources to help you navigate through, because depression is a medical condition, it's a it's a real medical condition. We want to make sure that you get the help that you need. So let us know. And I know you're here by way of YouTube. So let us know how we can help you. We want to make sure you get the help that you need. You know, and I'm so excited for the video that you saw with Wait for You, because Zion, the voice, is getting ready to release. She has released her amazing single, Wait for You. It's available now on all streaming platforms. The video is going to be fully debuted. You just saw a trailer, but I believe it's on April 15th at 7 p.m. So stay connected so you can know how and when and where to look for that at. And then, of course, in May 14th, 2022, will be in the Houston, Texas, with the Cinderfellow experience. It's an experience for singles, divorcees, in your journey. Sometimes you need tools, resources, refreshing, refueling, renewing, laughter, fellowship, and maybe even a hookup. I don't know. But at the Cinderfellow experience, you'll be able to find all those things, and you'll be able to see me. I'll be there for this great event. And before we move to the S.H.E.Moment, we just want to close out our Spring Clean Your Life. All this month, we've been talking about spring cleaning your life. And today, we just want to give you some nuggets on now how to have a springcation. So you may say, what's a springcation? Y'all heard of vacations, right? Anybody getting ready to go on a vacation? Okay, let me be quiet. Okay, you done heard of staycations. So now we want to talk to you about a springcation. And springcation is where you've done the spring cleaning, you've spring cleaned your life, you've adjusted your attitude. So now is a time to relax. So here's just a couple of nuggets on how to enjoy your springcation. Go ahead and create a no technology zone, whether it's from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., where you don't have no cell phone, you don't have no internet, you don't have no TV, you don't have nothing that has to be plugged in. Because some of y'all be like, well, I don't know can I use the microwave or whatever? No, you're not doing anything during this hour or 2 hours, however long you set. Go ahead and unplug and just maybe take a nap. Just, enjoy the quietness and the stillness of not having to do anything. And then designate some quiet time in your homes. If you're a single mom out there and you got the kids, go ahead and designate quiet time. If it's just you still a family of one, designate you some quiet time, from, whatever your work schedule is, just make it some quiet time. And during your quiet time, take time to journal. Take time to journal. So those are some ways to have a springcation. Just remember to unplug and have some quiet time. Millie, DJ, what you guys got?
I think you kind of said it best with the, after you get through, you've done straightening up things. I think it's at that point you just living your life the best way you know how, living life, going forward, and just taking everything as it is, because you done already cleaned it out. You done already, made preparations. You actually made preparations for your future, for your staycation, for your springcation. You already made those preparations. So time where you just living it on out with the changes that you've made, with the cleaning up that you've done, with the rearranging that you've done. It's time to just live now. It's time to live with what you've cleaned out. Because, I mean, as the old song would say, as the songwriter said, sweep around your own front door before you sweep around mine. So you swept around your own front door, and you may have done some other sweeping around somebody else's because you have to move them on out the way. Now it's time for you to do your thing. And it's time for you to do your thing. That's it.
Love it.
I would say those boundaries that you created, keep them in place. Don't clean it up only for it to be cluttered again in the future. So make the boundaries, stick to the boundaries, make the U time, stick to the U time, and just get that routine and keep it going so that you do not clutter yourself back with whatever you got rid of. It's definitely important to make the change and keep moving forward with the change.
Love it. I love it. And so we hope that you've enjoyed the spring cleaning. So this comment says, I guess I've been doing that. All I do is sleep. Well, we don't want you to sleep away now because you still got to be busy about your purpose and your destiny. Mm-hmm. So if you're doing too much sleeping, it may be time to figure out why you sleeping all the time. Because you got to be a balance. We don't want you to be on one extreme or the other. And Miss Nita, I know you were just making, saying, I know you've been going through some things, but there may be somebody else out there who may say, well, that's all I do is sleep. So I don't need. Listen, it's one thing to be sleeping. It's another thing to be awake and in your designated quiet time. You can hear from God. You can hear ideas. You can come up with solutions. Aisha just talked about the clutter. Sometimes we can't keep moving because our minds get cluttered. And we talked to you about not only spring cleaning your house, we were talking about you spring cleaning yourself. So you got to declutter your mind. So it's important that you stay on task and just schedule some time in to do the things that you want to do. Dance to it now. If you can let us know where you're watching from, because I saw where you said you remind me of my mom, and you said mom like they do across the pond. So if you could just let us know where you're watching us from. We'd love to know what part of the world you're watching us from. So remember, all of our previous episodes for this month and all the months are available on our Facebook page. So please. I'm sorry. What I said?
Scotland.
Okay. I think that's the first time, huh? Hello, Scotland. Yeah. Okay. Welcome, Scotland. We're glad to have you here. And please come back and get connected to the whole family. We have this golden rule here. Once you watch us one time and engage, you family, you're part of the whole fam. So welcome to your new family.
Hey, cousin.
Yes. Hey, cousin. So we just want to encourage everybody. It's still 9 months technically left in this year. Okay, maybe 8 because we're just about on the cusp of April, right? Yes. There is still time for you to do a lot in this year. So don't think because maybe January, February, and March didn't go the way you wanted it to go, that all is lost. No, spring into action like we told you about last week. You still got a whole lot of time left to see your greatest hope of 2022 come through. And I think I want to stop right here because I think Carvis, I don't know if Carvis Washington, hello. I don't know if you've ever watched us before. You may have. But I just want to say hello. Hey, Carvis. We happy to see you here.
Hey, cousin.
I saw Kenneth. I saw Kenneth Chaney. That's our ordained Hope Bishop come in the house earlier. Don't know if he's still here, but hello. I don't know if there was anybody else that I missed, but hello. If I don't call out your name, just know that you are important to us. Sometimes, depending on your privacy settings, we can't see everybody that's here, but we are so grateful and so glad that you're here. It's Mad Hope Saturday. What you got mad hope about, Go ahead,
Coach. Mm-hmm. One more thing. For those that are watching us from the window that's out there watching us, but you're not in here. Hey, cousins.
Yes. Hey, cousin. Yes, I love that. Um, Dance to it now. We don't discriminate based on what religion you may be affiliated with. You still family. Catholic, non-believer, whatever, you still family. We welcome everybody. Hey, Ashley, I see Ashley. She may have been watching outside the window, because she popped in as soon as you said that.
I got her in, huh?
You got her
I see you
in.
in the window.
We
I see y'all in the window.
to see
Looking.
you. Yes. So right now, I think we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back with the S.H.E.Moment.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy DJ The Millie. Meet us on the Hope Show every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you don't know, now you know. Meet us on the Hope Show.
All right. Be like DJ The Millie. Yes. And listen, don't forget, send us your videos. Tell us either why you watch the Hope Show, what you get from the Hope Show. Just make it all about you. And again, you can send those videos to my DM or to the Hope Show DM, and we'll pull them from there and we'll get you here. All right. I think we're ready for the S.H.E.Moment.
Okay, Hope family. So if you don't know, I am S.H.E.Moment, no last name, aka She. And right now you are tuned in to A Moment with She. With that being said, I do just want to, well, actually, for our first time viewers who are not familiar with what the S.H.E.Moment is, it's basically me. My brand is She. It stands for Strength, Hope, and Empowerment. And I just come to you with a moment of strength, hope, and empowerment. With that being said, this is entitled A Silent Listen. If you notice, the letters in listen and the letters in silent are the same. With that being said, you want to make it a point to always listen, but listen silently. Listen silently so that you can hear what is meant to be heard. Sometimes God comes to you and he's speaking to you through things, through people, through the environment that you are in. But how can you hear it if you're not listening? In order to listen, you have to sometimes just take a moment and just step away from everything. Step away from things that are distracting you so that you can tune in to what he has for you, to what he's telling you you need to be doing to help you get on the correct path so that you can get to the goals that you may have, so that you can accomplish your dreams and the journey that life is supposed to take you on. You want to listen if someone is coming to you and they're talking to you. Maybe someone is reaching out and they're going through something. You want to make sure you are silent while they are talking to you so that you can listen and hear what they're saying. Sometimes people just talk to talk, but sometimes people talk because they need to get it out. Sometimes they need a resolution and they can't get the resolution without speaking it to someone else. I'm like that sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't make sense in my head, but once I say it out loud to somebody, they say something and it clicks. So all in all, just make sure no matter what you do in your life, no matter what's happening, that you sometimes sit back and take a silent listen. Listen to the clues and the cues around you so that you can hear what's meant for you to be heard for your life, your dreams, your purpose, your destiny, and what God has in store for you. And that's your moment of She.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm sure you said it, and I may have missed it, and somebody may be like me, but she represents the strength, the hope, and empowerment. And whether you male or female, sometimes you need to be the she, you need to see. You need to
you
be
could
the,
do it backwards and put he's hope,
Mhm.
empowerment, and strength backwards.
So,
Doesn't
you
matter. It
know,
applies.
so we just want you to know that um, I love it. You got to listen and you got to be silent. And it's the
Yes.
reason why it's the same letters, it's just powerful. So, Millie, what you got? Because you came in with that smile like, hey, I got something to say about this.
Hey, look. What I have to say is overall, I think that I mean, and may have said it before, but it doesn't really matter. I just think that the the acronyms of she, just the empowerment itself is something that somebody needs to hear. Whether it's today or tomorrow, good day, bad day. I think that's awesome, and I think that's something that somebody needs to hear because it brings it's going to bring joy to somebody, like whether we know it or not. Those segments that we have and those things that we say to the Hope fam. I just believe that they are so powerful because one day somebody's going to come up to you and say, hey, you that girl that do she, and they'll say, I learned from that, I excelled from that, I succeeded from that, from your words that came out of your mouth. But that's just how I feel about it. I just feel like, it's just power there.
Love it. Love it.
Thanks,
We've
brother.
hoped that you enjoyed this week's episode of the Hope Show. Um, Again, HOPE is an acronym for helping others prevail every day. And dance to it now. I just want to leave this to you as we wrap up this episode because I know you mentioned the word depressed. I'm depressed. And it's been a few months, maybe a year or so ago. DJ DeMille here has a segment that's called How You See It. And he took that word depressed and he said, if you flip it around, it'll say, I pressed on. And he said, how you see it, it makes the difference. So I know you're dealing with depression, but we want to encourage you to flip those letters around. Instead of I am depressed, make it I pressed on. And I may not be getting it all right, but you get the message. You get the gist of it, in what you're dealing with and facing with. Be encouraged to press on. So we're going to move to our closing thoughts and shout outs. And we'll start with you, Millie.
Okay. I am DJ DeMille. No, I'm playing. No, but I do want to give my shout out to everybody here, everybody on the panel, everybody backstage. You guys are great, and I do want to give a shout out to everybody in the audience out here today. And man, you guys make the show so much better when you're coming in and you letting us know what's going on and just chiming into what we have going on here. So I thank you guys very much for that. And those are my shout outs for today.
Amen. Amen. I too want to thank the Hope family, which is everybody that watches us near and far, Scotland, England, Paris, London, France, United States, everywhere across the world. We thank y'all so much for tuning in, allowing us to bring y'all a weekly dose of hope. And we just look for y'all to, coming in. Of course, the Hope Squad, it's not easy, but I love y'all and I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to do this each and every week. Coach, you are amazing. DJ, my brother, love you. My girls, y'all, I got a story to tell y'all, but I'm going to tell y'all later about this cat and my kids. That's my hope for the week. My kids are so amazing and funny, and my shout out just goes to them. Like, they some characters, and I love being their mom. It don't always show that I like being their mom. Sometimes I fuss and my face scrounged up, but if it wasn't for my babies, I wouldn't even be she. That's my shout out.
Love it. I want to give a shout out to the amazing Zion the Voice, who is our producer behind the scenes. Thank you for holding it down for us, stepping in where we need you, and being the hope that we need. To our Hope fam, to each and every one of you, thank you for riding with us. You know, whether we ride, crawl, walk, fall, you guys right there with us. Thank you for the shares, for the hearts, for the likes. Thank you for spreading hope. We appreciate you. To my husband, I didn't see him today. Y'all, let me go find out where he at. Love you, honey. Appreciate you, the executive producer behind it all. We love you too, Sade. Ashley. I don't know why she won't put Ashley in. We see you, Renee. I'm pressing on. That's right. Thank y'all for the comments, you know. And today I just want to give a special shout out to God. Even when it feel like he has forgotten, even when it feel like he's not there, even when you feel like he don't even exist. I just want you to know that he's there. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. He got you through the high gas prices. He got you through the wars. He got you through the brokenness. He will get you through everything you could ever imagine. So be encouraged this week. Be encouraged to know, to have mad hope, and let it carry you this week. And we'll see you next week. Until then, remember, all your days are good.
Some are
I
just
guess better.
Right. Stay tuned for some additional messages, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.